When you come into Japan, you definitely try sake. There are over 10,000 sake here in Japan, so it might be hard to find your favorite sake. As a local guide, I'm gonna tell you how to find and order your favorite sake. And in this video, I got a big guest, only in Japan, who is based in Japan more than 20 years, and we did some sake tasting. Actually, apart from the sake tasting, only in Japan's channel features the Shinjuku Night Foodie Tour, so be sure to check it out. Sake is a traditional Japanese drink, made from rice, water, and rice malt. An important part of the sake making process is polishing the rice. The percentage of unpolished rice remaining after polishing is called the polishing rate. Polishing the rice is one of the most important steps in the sake making process, as it affects the sake's aroma and flavor. Sake made with a rice polishing rate of 50% or less is called daiginjo. Sake made with less than 60% polished rice is called ginjo. Sake with only rice malt, and water is called junmai. Sake that contains brewing alcohol does not have junmai in its name. Therefore, junmai daiginjo, which everyone often hears about, is one of the most popular sake because it is made from only rice malt, and water with a polishing rate of 50% or less, making it more aromatic and smooth. As you can see, the taste of sake depends on the rice polishing rate, ingredients, and the process. For those who want to drink a variety of sake flavors and find the sake that best suits your taste, there is a simple and easy way to do so. Before sake tasting, I'm gonna teach you how to find and order the sake that best suits your taste in a simple and easy way. So let's just start it. First, to enjoy sake, it's good to know about the aroma and the taste. The taste and aroma of sake can be divided into 4 types: fragrant type, kunshu; light and smooth type, soushu; aged type, jukushu; rich type, junshu. Kunshu, fragrant sake. Junmai daiginjo or ginjo type, sweet, fruity, and refreshed scent. Soushu, refreshing sake, light and smooth. Since it's light, so it pairs well with the meal. Jukushu, mature sake, aged sake, sake aged for at least a year. It has a rich and complex flavor and aroma, and also smooth sweetness and richness. Junshu, junmai sake, sake made without adding brewer alcohol. It has a rich taste and depth. It allows you to taste the true flavor of rice. For personal recommendations, if you are trying sake for the first time or enjoy sweet drinks, go for kunshu. If you prefer crisp drink like white wine, go for soushu. If you enjoy aromatic and aged drink like whiskey, choose jukushu. If you want to savor and natural flavor and the richness of rice, go for junshu. You can order by category like kunshu, soushu at the sake bar, but at izakaya they usually do not have many types of sake, so I recommend you to order just light or rich, and more aroma and less aroma. I personally like a soushu, so I always ask staff if they have sake taste like light and less aroma. If you want to know how to order your favorite drink, write down the type of sake you like in the comments, then I will tell you how to order it. I've got a guest today.
Hi, my name is John. I'm channel called Only in Japan. And I'm here with Sho tonight because we're in Juku.
So today I wanted to do the sake tasting here. Is that okay for you?
Oh, absolutely. This is looks like the basement of booze. I love it.
What kind of sake do you like?
You know, the first sake that I ever tried was a really good one. It was a Junmai Daiginjo, a very polished one, very smooth. I think that's the one a lot of people who try sake for the first time will fall in love with it with that. Yeah. And then you start to get into this more karakuchi more character and personality with the sake. Those impurities that we polish away with the Junmai Daiginjo are sometimes lost in the flavor of it.
Yeah.
So your palate gets more refined the more sake you drink, I think. So I don't mind a little karakuchi. I like a little bit. I like to drink the different regions of it.
First one is Koegiku. This can be categorized as Soshu, unfiltered sake, and it's really fresh.
Bye. Wow. So because it's kind of fresh, there's a little bit of bubbles in there.
Yes.
It's still alive, kind of.
Exactly.
So it's a raw sake.
Raw sake.
Ah. It's still sweet. I like that.
After sake is made, it is filtered, watered, and some processes to improve the taste and aroma. This has not been filtered or any processes. Next one is Kokuryu, categorized kunshu, a very popular daiginjo with a full aroma and a refreshing taste.
Kanpai. Oh, that is so smooth.
It's smooth, right?
Very pleasant. Not so sweet. I like that. It's a very subtle sweetness to it.
Second one is Ine Mankai. This can be categorized Jukushu, a red sake made from ancient rice. Since the ancient rice is red, so sake color also red.
I've never had anything like this.
Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow. Just the color of it is unique. It's sweet. It's got almost something in between sake and umeshu to me.
Right, that's
right. Right? A lot of character in this. It's quite good. Maybe a little bit too sweet for my palate. It's more a dessert sake, but it's very pleasant. It's got a lot of character to it, and I never had anything like this.
The last one is Kokuryu Ishidaya. This one can be categorized between kunshu and jukushu since it's more smooth and easy to drink like water and aged for more than 3 years. This is the famous sake dedicated to the emperor.
Kanpai. Kanpai. Give me do it. Do.
Kanpai.
Kanpai. Oh my god.
This is the best sake I have ever tried.
That's up there in my top 5. Oh my gosh, that is the smoothest, most satisfying, subtle sweetness. There's no burn. There is no impurities in that. It's just so smooth. It cuts straight through. There's no melting. It's just a complete, amazing. I gotta try this. Hold on. One more. Take 2. This is. Oh my god.
This is a next level.
This is definitely a special sake because
Definitely, yeah.
when I'm drinking sake every day, I need something that has a lot of that has a character to it. You know, and this one doesn't have the characteristics of it. Is that it's smooth as hell.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? That's the characteristic. It's smooth as hell.
So, which was the best for you?
Yeah, of course, this one right here. There's no question. This is just special because it's so special. You said it's brewed for the emperor.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on. If it's good enough for the emperor, is he drinking this in his palace down the street from here? I don't know, but if he is, my gosh, this is super special. And for me though, when I drink sake, I really like the regionality of each one of these. This is from Saga Prefecture in Kyushu. This is from Fukui. This is from Kyoto. I don't even know where this is from.
This is actually the same company from.
Oh, this is from Fukui.
Fukui. So like.
Oh, this is an amazing sake. It shows you that Tokyo and the big cities, Osaka and Fukuoka, they really don't have a monopoly on everything. It's the regional, the Chiho, the countryside that really makes the best sake. So for me, whenever I drink sake, and I think maybe for you too, because you're a city boy.
Oh yeah.
whenever you drink sake and I look at the prefecture, I feel like I'm going out to these places where old Japan exists, and I'm tasting something that usually these brewers are hundreds of years old. You can feel that in the technique that they use to make it.
Actually, like, have you ever drank like those kind of like a unique sake before?
Never. This is the first time to have it. This is the color of it. I thought it was brandy or kind of like a umeishu almost.
Yeah. I mean, even you drink a lot and you've been to 47 Prefecture, you haven't tried this, like those sake.
It's first time.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, I'm glad that you say that. And
that's why you need a guide sometimes, because
yeah.
they can introduce you to new things.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
The one thing I have to tell people, when you drink sake, it's not a shot like
No.
alcohol. You should sip it. Yeah, like this. And that's the one thing I think sake is not liquor. It's sake. It's brewed. It's more like beer. You could sip it and enjoy it slowly. Controlled. Yeah. And don't drink too much.
No.
Unless you come with show, then it's fine. You can drink a little bit more than
I know like you've been here for 26 years, so now you get used to living in Japan. But remember, first time you came to Japan, it was a bit challenging to you, right? So do you have any advices or?
Yeah. You know, when I first came to Japan, I think the language barrier was a very big thing. It wasn't until I learned Japan that all these doors opened and I was able to really experience it. But at first, you're limited to the Japanese friends that I had, actually. So I think the most valuable thing when you first come to Japan, make as many Japanese friends as you possibly can. Maybe they will open some doors for you. I like what you're doing as like a guide. It's kind of a gateway into it, but like if you come here to move and live in Japan, probably your neighbors are going to come and be curious about who are you. But one of the things I noticed is that you will make friends quite quickly as long as you are interested and you lean in and you introduce yourself to people.
Yeah.
Japanese are quite shy.
We are.
You have to talk with people. They're not going to talk with you sometimes. You have to take the first step quite often, even though this isn't your country and you're a guest. But if you make the effort, I found that you make a lot more friends, and those friends will open so many doors. All of a sudden, you're starting to learn about the deeper sides of Japan that isn't in any guidebook, and that didn't open up to me until I started to learn Japan, because nobody told me about that. That maybe I should make an effort. I always thought, boy, people aren't so friendly, but actually they're just really shy and worried about making a mistake if they were to speak to me. But when I made the first effort to talk to them, then they really warmed up quickly. So sometimes it's about breaking that, I don't know, breaking the ice, I suppose. And particularly with the people in your community. Or if you're a tourist here, with the people that you meet. Sometimes you would go out to a restaurant and the person making gyudon would take me out to get a drink or something after they finished. You don't know who you're gonna make friends with, but being open to the people that are around you opens doors. And maybe they don't speak perfect English, but everybody wants to talk to you.
Right,
but they're
exactly.
quite shy to do it. And that's the hardest thing, to find a balance, not to be pushy, but to be friendly. And it's an amazing thing, because I learned so much about Japan through the Japanese that I met. Not from the books, but the people, and that's really important.
Well, thank you. I mean, like this, actually, like this is really true. Like we're kind of shy, and actually we can understand English because English is mandatory education. So we learn English from middle school to high school, but we were not learning to speak English. But we can understand it as long as you guys speak super slowly and use simple word, or even try to use a little bit Japanese, and maybe like Japanese are open. And
that's good.
You know, like
learn a little bit of Japanese to open the door. Just like, you know, konnichiwa, konbanwa, namae wa nan desu ka? What's your name?
And thank you.
Watashi wa John desu. If you just break the ice a little bit, then they'll maybe talk to you. But if they don't take offense. Just find somebody else.
So maybe like come to Shinjuku and you go like drinking, and you know, when we drunk, I mean Japanese, when we drunk, we're talkative.
Alcohol helps with this process of shyness, and therefore it opens some doors with getting to know people for sure.
Thank you for coming. Thank you a lot.
Oh no, very much. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimashita. This was a really great tour. Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment if you have any questions and want to know more about sake. See you guys in the next one.